never fell in love. It seems that I'm the only one that I have been thinking of. What kind of man is this? An empty shadow, a lonely cell in which an empty heart must dwell.
say that was sexy, would you? I mean, I've been doing very well with it up until now. I mean, it seems to say so much. And what? How can any woman in her right mind resist it? I mean, anybody can say, darling, I love you. But how often do you get a fella coming and going, very rare. Still, I suppose there comes a time in every man's life when he meets the kind of woman for whom that isn't enough. And then he has to resort to words. Words! I myself haven't got much time for words. I can say all I gotta say without funny about women, isn't it? The ones you can get, you don't want to know about. The ones you can't, you know, you dream about. Oh! You're in a bit of an hurry, ain't you? What's your name?
My name is Eve. I'm afraid you're wasting your time on me, little chap.
Don't you talk marvellous. I've never talked to a posh bird before. It's like listening to another language.
It's only the Queen's English.
I know she is, but you expect it from her. Funny, I ain't seen you around here before.
I only started today. What do you do?
Me? I'm a junior executive.
Oh.
Yeah, I make the tea for all the other executives.
Oh.
Funny you should stop and talk to me like this. It's as though we were fated for one another. I love you, Evie.
I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. Here comes my bus.
Go, you toffee-nosed cat! She ain't no different from any other bird. Except she talks as though she's got a mouth full of silver spoons. I suppose to get a bird like that, you got to have money. Of course! Money! Look at me! Just take a look at me. A minute ago, I didn't know my elbow from my arse to simply anyone. Go and ask everyone. They'll tell you I was greener than the grass. Oh, what a mess I was. Yes, I'll confess I was. Like a burbling bloody baby at the pond. You don't know the half of it, but now I just laugh at it. Because now I know exactly what I want. I want to be rich, have money to burn. 1,000 a week saved would do me a turn. I'd keep it in hard cash in case of a slump. I'd have stacks and stacks and the income tax could take a rounding turn. I'd have all my suits made and up in the time. I'd buy all the best shares provided they climb. Give me half a chance and a small advance, my figures in to make me dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking rich. Here, wait for me! Take a look at me, a quick butcher's hook at me. A minute ago, I didn't know a cockle from a whelp. Can you imagine it? I mean, just imagine it. Fancy not knowing a cockle from a whelp. Ooh, what a nit I was. Yes, I'll admit I was. Like a sloppy, floppy puppy with a ball. And then, without reason or rhyme, I was chatting this bird at the time. I heard a sort of voice within me call. I want to be rich and have a big house with hundreds of acres of pheasants and crabs and an Italian car as long as a street. And the local birds will be lost for words. It will knock them off their feet. I want to be famous and be in the news. Go out with a film star whenever I choose. Give me half a chance to lead a dance with some rich bitch, and I'll be letting run filthy stinking rich. Sit in the best seats with all of the snobs. I may go to Ascot to take in the scene. With my great top up my spats and that I'll be company for the Queen. Oi. Good morning, your royalty. What do you fancy in the 4 o'clock?
We are not amused. Is my cup of tea. Give me half a chance in the south of France to make my pitch. Hello, you dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking, I can hear the lorry ticking. Lots of birds, lots of drinking. I guess what you're all thinking. There's nothing as lovely as popping the bubbly and living it up when you're in.
Ismay, Mr. Littlejohn. Here comes my train.
Attention, please. The Virgin, now struggling on platform 2, is for patting, petting, kissing, and cuddling, but will stop short of anything approaching sin, desire, lust, and more stations to immorality. Working-class passengers with ideas above their stations should alight here before they go too far.
Not me, darling. I'm going all the way. And I'm going first class.
My mother said I never should play with the young men in the wood. If I did, she would say, naughty little girl to disobey.
Your mother's quite right. Remember what happened to Red Riding?
I'm a typically English rosebud, born of typically English stock, with a typically Anglo-Saxon family tree.
You can tell, can't you?
I received my education in a typically English way at a typically English girls' academy.
I went to Brixton Boys School
I
myself.
played typically English tennis at a typically English club with a typically English feeling for their play. I eat typically English crumpets with my typically English tea at the end of every typically English day. Do you like crumpet?
Do I like crumpet?
Father is a typically English climber. Town is a typically English county town. Mommy and I play typically English patience while the typically English rain is pouring down. We've a typically English bulldog who likes typically English walks past the typically English trees upon the hill. Naughty Lancelot! I'm so sorry!
Oh, that's all right. I'm glad you don't walk your horse.
And if anyone asks me how I like this typically English life, I am fed up to my typically English tea.
My mother said I never should play with the girlies in the wood. If I did, she would say that only end up in the family way.
When I go to typically English dances, Mommy gives me typically some advice. How to cope with typically coarse advances, though I've got to confess I find them rather nice. Stay there in the typically English summer. We take typically English homes to a typically seaside place with Aunt Maud. Oh, and if anyone asks me how I like this typically English life, I have never ever been so bloody bored. Anyone asks me how I like this typically English life, I have never been.
Here's a special announcement. There was an accident on the Brompton Road late last night. When a nice Catholic girl was involved in a head-on collision with a headstrong T-boy and received injuries from which a typically English
most undignified.
And I never should play with the girlies in the wood. If I did, she would say, we'll only end up in a most undignified, somewhat magnified, slightly stupefied, maybe multiplied, quite unqualified, none too simplified, highly satisfied wife.
Evie is heading relentlessly toward the altar.
Traditionally, of course, the bridegroom's foot should be out of his shoe before the wedding car pulls away. I know that you've been looking forward to this union for several anxious months, sir. And if it's any consolation to you, I'd like you to know that you're not so much losing a daughter as gaining a grandchild.
I have to go in London in a few days. I want you to pay the vicar, entertain the guests, stay away from the bridesmaids, book the honeymoon and the hospital, and above all, be nice to Mummy.
I've been trapped, cornered, lumbered. I have been lumbered. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D, lumbered, but I'm never gonna get lumbered again. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D, lumbered, and the I really don't like it very much. I'm too young to be a father. There are lots of things I'd rather be, like working down the coal PITT, when I ought to be completely unencumbered. I've been forced to buy a ring and say amen. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D, lumbered, but I'm never gonna get lumbered again. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D,
really loved it. And the idea doesn't please me very much. I am not averse to marriage, it's not something I disparage, but I feel that fate has kicked me in the crutch. When I think of all the chicks with whom I've slumbered, now I'll only ever see them now and then.
At the weekends, and whenever the wife's not back.
I've been L-U-M-B-R-E-D lovers. I'm never gonna get loved again. If I ever get my hands upon the idiot that wrote, into every life a little rain must fall, I shall take his book of wisdom and I'll stick it up his throat. Little rain, my eye, I seem to get it all. I've been out, U-M-B-E-R-E-D lovers. I'm completely C-H-O-K-E-D choked. Bang all my lovely visions, I've been forced to make decisions. Wish I had a quid for every fag I'd smoked. Cause the bird who bought them Jamie's a rotten bird. I'm like Daniel in the bleeding lion's den. I've been L-U-M-B-R-E-D lovers. I'm never gonna get loved again. Diabolical things they've done, taking liberties with every bird they can. But the moment that yours truly tries to have a bit of fun is the moment that the poo-poo hits the fan. Well, I think of all the chicks within my rumble. For the wedding march I'm numbered with a hand. I've been
Don't
salary you pay me, well, after all, it is your own flesh and blood. And I don't see why I should have to be the only one that gets lumbered.
Promotion, sir? Oh, thank you, sir. Send me where, sir? Our northern office. Where's that, sir? Sludge pool? Sludge pool. Sounds lovely. Thank you, sir. And the best of luck to you too, sir.
Build that.
with a fine young son to take my place. I'll leave a son whom I have. Another girl. Nice.
You wanted to see me, sir? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, thank you very much indeed, sir. I must confess, I'm pretty pleased with the sludge ball figures myself, sir. Mind you, I can't take all the credit. It was Evie who gave me the idea. She's very production-minded, you know, sir. Me, sir, a delegate to the International Trade Mission. Where, sir? Moscow? Moscow, eh? Evie will be pleased. She's expecting again. No, again. No, she's had that one. This is again. I do my very best, sir. Thank you very much. And the best of luck to you too, sir.
your government of glorious Supreme Soviet. Come. Tonight we have started to commemorate people's glorious fight against degenerate imperialistic oppression. This is monument to Alexandra Petrovich, immortal tractor driver. He was a good man. And a good man nowadays is hard to find. Little capitalistic joke. And now is your hotel. In it, we hope you will find all the decadent bourgeois comforts that you enjoy in your reactionary countries. Not the little Shapovich.
It's funny you should stop and talk to me like this. It's as though we were fated for one another. I love you, comrade.
Please, girl me Anya, Stavasleya, Monoslava, Patrov.
I kind of like comrade.
I do wish to improve relations between East and West. You can make love to me if you want. Have I offended you?
Oh, no. No, this sort of thing happens all the time. Where I come from, women just can't leave me alone.
Western women are useless. In Russia, all men and women the same.
No wonder they all look so miserable.
You'll meet me here at 3 o'clock. Please be ready, as I'm playing football at 1:30. I am left outside.
No. You're outside left.
No, they lock stadium at 1:30. I am left outside. My mother said I never should mix with subversive reactionary elements in the war. If I did, she would say, you'll only end up as a decadent, subservient, Western imperialistic political puppet one day. I'm a glorious Russian comrade born on glorious Russian soil. I was part of my glorious parents' 5-year plan. I eat glorious Russian salad that's imported from the West. I drink glorious Russian vodka when I can. I've got 14 glorious brothers down a glorious Russian mine. I got 15 glorious sisters and a cat. And a lot of us live together in such glorious Russian bliss in the glorious Soviet Russian Kurland. Father is a glorious Russian drunkard. Mother drives a glorious Russian tram. Grandma works the night shift, though she's 94. And Grandpa doesn't give a Russian damn. on capitalist?
He'd have East-West relations.
Little joke?
Sort of.
Oh, very good. This is my home. I live on 17th floor.
Aha.
I'm sorry, there is no elevator. Please.
Steps, but this is ridiculous. Can we sit down a minute?
What?
You must lose a lot of party members this way.
A Russian lover would think nothing of running up 17 flights of stairs to be with his sweetheart.
I don't think much of it either.
Do you like children?
Yes, as long as it doesn't become a habit. I think every man should have a son.
One day, I would like a malenki mальчик and a malenki девочка of my very own.
Wouldn't you rather have children?
They are children. Malenki девочка is a little girl, and malenki мальчик a little boy.
Malenki
Мальчик.
Malenki mальчик.
You see, malenki, that means a letter. Then you see мальчик, that means a boy. Put them together, say маленький мальчик. That's how in Russia we say little boy.
Can I try now?
First say
Malenki.
that means,
A little.
and then you say
Mальчик.
that means.
A boy.
Now goes together, say
Malenki mальчик.
that's how in Russia you say little boy.
I've always been good at languages.
Moscow to Moscow, Moscow to Kiev. Boys, you can see every day of your life. Some may be small boys, some may be tall boys, some sing big small boys, the pride of some man and wife. I'd like Malenki, that means a little. I'd like a мальчик, that means a boy. I'd like my own little маленький мальчик. That's how in Russia we say little boy. Now we make love, but first I get family into passage.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Malenki mальчик, though he be little, he be my mальчик, he be my boy. Smiling the smile, little malenki mальчик, I'd be so proud of my own little boy. Smiling that smile cheek, all of the wild cheek, malenki mальчик, how precious he'd be. He would beguile me, my malenki mальчик. This juvenile cheek would mean the world to me. I'd like malenki, that means a little. I'd like a mальчик, that means a boy. I'd like my own little malenki mальчик. He'd make me happy, my own little
little chappie, my Yankee Bouchie, my own little.
Evie? Eve?
Evie, I'm home!
It was a boy. Poor little chap.
Poor little chap.
Today the divorce rate's up again. Some people have all the luck.
Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. Not a little baby hate squabbling, squabbling. Not a little baby can't ain't much more.
Nice picture of your father in the papers today. Seems he's given £1 million to renovate ancient monuments. They'll probably spend half of that on your mother.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen, and nobody cares.
I've been L-U-M-B-R-E-T I'm never gonna get long, but
When God created man some several years ago, he smiled upon his handiwork, but little did he know.
an Adam with no madam was a certainty agreed. But when the good Lord tumbled in, he lumbered him with Eve. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'll smoke it after dinner. Oh, it's a real Cuban cigar. Made from real Cubans. New York, sir? Oh, I see. If I pull off the deal, you'll be made chairman. Oh, I understand. If you're made chairman, somebody's got to take your place. Oh, by the way, sir, I've been proposed for membership to Snob's Country Club. Who proposed me? I did, sir. I wondered if you'd be kind enough to second me. Thank you, sir. I needn't remind you that if I'm accepted by Snobs, it'll make all the difference to my career. Of course, I'll give your regards to Broadway, sir.
I'm I'm an all-American beauty, selling all-American dreams. They're the kind Rachel Alger said come true. I'm the glittering example of democracy at work. I'm an all-American Irish Swedish Jew. Of executive success, from stenographer to corporate lady whiz. Anybody can be a president of these great United States, and to prove it, almost anybody is. Daddy couldn't utter a word of English, yet he became the mightiest billionaire. Daddy bought me this nose job and these brand new boobs, while Mama tightened up her derriere. There's only one thing missing in my all-American dream. That's a man who make our marriage his career. Would learn to cook and read to read and drive me home from work in an all-American car. That lasts a year. Since first I went to college, I'm a famous girl from me. The football players voted me this touchdown 83. I hit to safety passes and the whole team's gone with me. Now here comes the lorry. I am as clean as coffee. Living in the lorry. That's
Susan! I'm sorry, Lorraine, I've got to go. Susan needs me.
Don't worry, just put it down to expenses.
But Lorraine, I love you, Lorraine. What about our merger?
I'm sorry, Mr. Little Chap. You'll have to take me over some other time.
Susan! Daddy's home, my precious. What is it?
Daddy, I'm...
Stop the one! I went to school with a fellow once. He had this terrible habit of biting his nails. And I always remember the teacher saying, if you don't stop that, I'll make you wear boxing gloves. Do you know, he was light heavyweight champion of the world for 6 years. But the funny thing was, when they took his gloves off, his nails were bitten right down to the quick. See, even being champion of the world couldn't cure him. And this is my point. If it runs in the family, there's nothing you can do about it.
Daddy.
Yes, my precious.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. It's the story of my life. It could be a boy to take my place, a grandson here, my
When we first sent Susan to finishing school in France, little did we realize she'd finish up like this. Our mother and I feel that we're not so much losing a daughter as gaining a French truck driver. And although our new son-in-law does not speak much English, he quickly learned the words daughter, pregnant, wedding, shotgun.
Hello there. Yeah, lovely ceremony. It's going to be strange with both the girls away from home still. The good news is that Evie and I have signed a peace pact. Yeah. Unless I keep the peace, I have to get packed. I don't know where the time's gone to Houston. I mean, I can't complain. From tea-boy to managing director in 20 years isn't bad. And I still dip a pretty mean tea bag. I'm secretary of the Foreign Trade Association. I'm a committee member of Snobs. What more can a man want? I'm even president of my golf club and I can't play a stroke. First day I went there, they said, take out your driver. I took my chauffeur to lunch. With my gift of the gab, I ought to be in politics. What, me? You're joking. But I don't know anything about politics. Mind you, in this country, that should put me in pretty good company. I bet I know more about world affairs than any of them. I've had more world affairs than any of them. I mean, I've made my money, haven't I? It's high time I did something for prestige. Anyway, there's more money in prestige. With my influence at Snobs, I could be in the House of Commons by the end of the year. Don't like the sound of that cough, Dad. If I were you, I'd cut out those Cuban cigars. No, you don't have to cut out your drinking or your sex life, as long as it doesn't make you cough. Fellow members of Snobs, I think I can say, without fear of contradiction, that if I can achieve for England 1/10 of what I have achieved for my company, I will have achieved for England 1/10 of what I have achieved for my company. Thank you so much. Right, there's going to be some changes made around here. First of all, rip out that old political machinery and put in little chap's new opportunist party. What this country needs is a little working class know-how married to upper class profits, which happens to be the story of my life. Remember, England, if you're sick and tired of being lumbered, vote for little Chap. Just once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment. One wonderful moment when fate takes his hand. And this is my moment, my once in a lifetime, when I can explore a new and exciting land. Oh,
once in my lifetime, I feel like a giant. I soar like an eagle, as though I had wings. Oh, this is my moment, my destiny calls me, and though it may be just once in my lifetime, I'm gonna do great things.
Mumbo jumbo, white and blue, our poor Britannia's on her back. Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, peas and cubarb, such and such. Muncho luncho, 12 from 2 bar, old age pensioners eat too much.
We bring together now the whole thing.
Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, prostitute bar off the streets. We will fight them on the beaches, but we'll lose between the sheets.
Hemorrhoid sufferers of project. Tonight's speaker, if elected, has promised not to be a pain in the area to which we are all devoted. Mr. Littlechap.
Little chap. Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, nothing new, bar, cha-cha-cha. More employment, less enjoyment, and you know what sailors are. Jumbo, rhubarb, voulez-vous-barb avec moi? It takes France to make a soufflé and Japan to build a car. Mumbo, jumbo, rhubarb, loyal and true bar, good for me. As a man who knows his unions, I say up the TUC.
Sex and violence off the streets and put it back where it belongs. On television, Mr. Littlechap.
Little chap. Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, give South Africans their rights. Coloured people are free to mob if they don't annoy the whites. Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, Hong Kong rhubarb, arty barge. Mumbo jumbo, send the gumbo, show the natives who's in charge. Mumbo jumbo, rhubarb, I'm your rhubarb liberty wall. And your friends if I'm elected?
Yes, yes.
There'll be free false teeth for all.
Mr. Littlechap.
You got it right.
We got your check. Here are the resulting figures. Littlechap, opportunist, 999,999 votes. Pink, right-wing skinhead fascist, 1 vote. Pink demanded a recount, then marched on Poland.
Hooray, hurrah, hooray, hurrah, hooray, hurrah, hooray! He's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow.
For once in my lifetime, I feel like a giant.
He's a jolly good fellow.
I soar like an eagle, as though I had wings. Oh, this is my moment. My destiny calls me.
Three cheers for Mr. Littlechap. Then we're on Farmery. Is it? Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Good morning, Prime Minister. You're looking lovely this morning. Those pearls and hand grenade earrings make a real statement. As Assistant Undersecretary to the Undersecretary to the Minister of Health and Welfare, I'd like to say how much I'm enjoying my health while I'm living off your welfare. As Secretary for Parliamentary Affairs, I'd like to thank several lady MPs for many wonderful late-night sittings. As Director General looking into bribery and corruption, I'm deeply grateful for the bribery and pleased to say we found no signs of corruption. As Secretary of Transport, I'd like to thank you for the free ride. As Minister for Coronary Thrombosis, as Minister for Great Britain, transplant. Worked like a charm. Absolute miracle. First day, he comes out of hospital, walks in front of the bus and is killed stone dead. Now, you may say, what does that prove? I'll tell you what it proves. It proves he should have quit while he was ahead. Why did someone nice like you, Evie, have to love someone like me?
Maybe Mr. Freud could tell you why.
I like your new hairstyle.
I've been wearing my hair like this for 35 years.
Well, in that case, I still like it. 35 years, eh? 35. I don't know how you put up with me that long.
Oh, I'm just a glutton for punishment.
I think you must be, my dear.
And if we could live twice, I'd make life paradise for someone really nice like you. Why did someone nice like you, Evie, have to love someone like me? When I think of all the men you could have loved, the men you should have loved, who would have loved you, you're worth so much more than me, Evie. Believe you me, Evie, you know it's true. And if we could live twice, I'd make life paradise for someone really nice like you.
Ask, why did someone nice like me have to fall in love with you? And you mention all the men I could have loved, the men I should have loved, who would have loved me. Maybe Mr. Freud could tell you why I love you till I die, the way I do. But who needs Freud's advice? I'm sure it works with mice, but not with someone nice like you.
And if we could live twice, I'd make life paradise for someone really nice. And if we could live twice, I'd make life paradise for someone really
at Snob's Club yesterday. There's a most extraordinary rumour going on. Mind you, this is strictly off the record. But it seems that I'm being strongly tipped for a title. Can you imagine it? Mind you, I can think of a lot of worse people they could give it to. I mean, it's not as though I don't deserve it. I do, in all due modesty, I just do, and that's the long and the short of it. I mean, after all, I've given the best years of my life to this country, whether they wanted them or not. Evie would love it. Lord, little chap. Good luck to you, Bruce. Wherever you are.
Kneel, Mr. Little Chap. Rise, Lord Little Chap of Sludgepool.
Sludgepool. What memories. What challenges. What confrontations. Lord Little Chap of what?
Kneel, Lord Little Chap. Arise, Lord Little Chap, honorary doctor of nothing in particular of the University of anywhere you like.
Kneel, Lord Little Chap. By royal decree, your personal coat of arms. A large screw opposite a chisel on a field of litigation with 2 lawyers rampant.
Tell Her Majesty I'll pick it up after tea on Tuesday.
Arise, Lord Little Chap of Sludgepool, winner of the Ig Nobel Prize for Outstanding Achievement in the field of parliamentary double talk.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Good evening. You're worth so much more than me. Believe you me, you know it's true. From Nantucket, who got his head stuck in a bucket. People started to say, you look better that way. He said, so does Nantucket. Oh,
Daddy! Daddy, where are you? Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. Why didn't you come to my wedding?
Wedding? I didn't know you were pregnant.
You don't have to be pregnant to get married. But of course you would know that.
I've been writing my memoir. be interested in?
Who knows? You might start a trend.
Yes, but it wouldn't last. People are very uncomfortable with the who. They prefer to believe what they're told. I haven't been feeling too good lately.
I read something in the paper about them bringing you back for the next election. Is that true?
No. They just want to put me on television. So I can tell the country what a splendid bunch of chaps they are.
And are they?
Of course they're not. They're a band of crooks. That's why they need an expert liar like me to convince the country they're a splendid bunch of chaps.
Daddy!
I'll have to do it, you understand. It's a favor. I owe the snobs.
Daddy, I have some wonderful news. I'm going to have a baby.
Good evening. In a few weeks' time, the country will be going to the dogs, to the pond. Now, I will not pretend to tell you how to cast your vote. I would ask you to look back over the past 4 years and examine the government's records. Don't examine their records. It could only lead to unpleasantness. They want me to tell you that they're a splendid bunch of chaps. But of course they're not. The Western Bloc is run by Western blockheads. Never in the history of human endeavor has so much been screwed up for so many by so few. Good evening. I will not pretend that the going has been easy. It hasn't. But we must go forward together. And if that doesn't work, we must come backward together. But we must stick together, you see, Evie. Because I need you. And I still like your new hairstyle, even after 35 years. 35. And if we could live twice, I'd make life paradise for someone really nice like you. So you see, Ginnie. Oh, she's done. It's not easy writing your memoir, especially when you've got a rotten memory like I do. There's so much to remember. Let me think. There was Moscow.
Over there is Kremlin.
Anya.
To the left, we have statue to commemorate broken heart of Anya Petrovna, at hands of degenerate bourgeois Western capitalist.
I'm sorry, Anya. I thought your first love was football.
This is monument to Comrade Little Chapovich, a moral heartbreaker, who single-handedly run over 176 human hearts during inglorious defense of his own selfishness. He was my man, but he done me wrong.
You wouldn't send me to Siberia, would you, Anya?
No, but you definitely lost your place in my football team.
It was a wonderful girl. I think I'll call that chapter Little Chap in Moscow, or The Frigid Midget with the Rigid Digit. Then again, and then there was New York. Now, what was her name?
Dear Mr. Little Chap, as my previous letters to you have been returned unopened, I must assume that your interest in all-American beauty was purely cosmetic. Oh, by the way, my daddy died and left me all this money. You'd be surprised how much happiness you can buy for $800 million. Yours sincerely, Lorene.
Lorene, of course. Forgive me, Lorene!
Yes, I forgive you.
I think I'll call that chapter Life with Lorene. Or the Yank I doodled was a dandy. Well, Evie, now you know everything. I was only ever in love with one person in my whole life. That was me. What kind of fool am I who never fell in love? It seems that I'm the only one that I have been thinking of. What kind of man is it? An empty shell, a lonely cell in which an empty heart must dwell. What kind of clown am I? What do I know of life? Why can't I cast away this mask of play and live my life? Why can't I fall in love like any other man? And maybe then I'll know what kind of perhaps I wasn't cut out to be a husband or a father. Come to think of it, I didn't exactly stop the world as a human being. What kind of lips are these that lied with every kiss, that whispered empty words of love, that left me alone like this? What kind of eyes are these that could not see what could be seen by everybody else but me? Clown am I? What do I know of love? Why can't I cast away this mask of play and live my life? Why can't I life till I die?
size for a change. You're very brave when it comes to old women and little children, aren't you? If you want a real fight, why don't you pick up me? Leave the kid alone. If you have to take somebody, take me. I don't suppose they care up there, do they? They do? They don't care down there, do they? Put me down for a don't care. That's my grandson. Nice little chap. The man who gives his life that someone else might live has found at last the greatest love that life can ever give. The fool learned to love after a life of sad. I'm proud to say is that
friends, it would be remiss of me if I didn't, on behalf of my beautiful cast of lovely ladies and little person, to say how much we've enjoyed playing with you tonight, as well as the finest orchestra on the street. We hope that, of course, next week you will be on the street. You, of course, will not be alone, because we'll be on the street. But next week there will be, there's a Sheila Hancock play comes in here next week, isn't it? Yeah. So, anyway, we've had a lovely time here, the short time that we've had here. And again, we love you for being here. And as I always say, this is not your easy play to follow. You know, you really have to use your brain. You know, it's not singing in the rain, isn't it? There's a lot happening up here, and you followed us beautifully. And it's lovely when we get this reaction from you. Deeply thank all of you. Would you please say hello to my lovely leading lady, Miss Rhonda Burchmore?